folks, how's everybody doing this week? It's Nick coming to you live again for another Hoss Chat. This week we're just going solo. It's just good old Nicky B this week. We have some cool guests coming up in the next few weeks, so definitely tune back in. With the holidays gearing up, there's a lot of exciting things coming. This past weekend we were in Elora playing at the brewery. I love playing Elora Brewery. Always a good crowd that comes out to that place, and there's always a lot of country music fans kind of in that area, so we love playing out there. Next week we'll be at the Ottawa Christmas Market on December 10th, and then the week after that, on the 15th, I'll be hosting a show with the Food Bank of Waterloo, where all the proceeds are going to go to the Food Bank of Waterloo region. That'll be opened by Emily and Johnny Salvador, my cousin, my uncle, if you didn't know that. And then I'll close it out, and a lot of exciting things coming. There's a lot of cool things happening in the next few weeks, but yeah, it's a busy time of year. So this week, because it's just me, I was doing a couple scribbles and some notes before I sat down to do this. And I thought, what can I talk about that's not going to be like, I don't know. I feel like you watch too many solo podcasts where it's just somebody talking. It's like a rant, kind of like a monologue. And it's just very preachy. I don't want to do that. I'm not preaching to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I have opinions and thoughts, but I feel like the format of this show, I'd like to keep it just kind of, fun and everything like that. I'm going to share my opinions and thoughts. Don't worry. But, in a solo setting like that, I just don't want to bark at you the whole time. You don't want that. I don't want that. We don't need it. Let's not do it. So I was thinking what might be kind of funny for this week is the topic of dating. Dating. I don't know if I should say funny. Maybe I should say scary. Dating is ugly. Can be ugly sometimes. At this stage of my life, I'm a single hoss, and I love it. I got no qualms with it. I'm a busy person. We're out on the road playing shows, traveling quite a bit to get back and forth between these places. And I work on the side as well with animals and things like that. So I'm a very busy person. So at this stage of my life, it's just not something that I've really been, that's been at the forefront for me. And I don't feel like it should be. You know what I mean? Don't worry. I still have my fun. But a girlfriend is not on the docket right at the moment. And I'm okay with that. And I feel like there's a lot of people I've talked to. You ever have those friends that kind of go, oh man, you know what? I think I'm ready for a girlfriend now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I hear people saying that all the time, or maybe you're hanging out with another friend of yours and she goes, oh, I think I'm ready for a man now. What are you talking about now? Like, just because you're all of a sudden searching for it, this is the right time. This is the right space and time for you to find somebody that's going to be the perfect person for you. It's kind of a funny thing. It's definitely a very immature thing. Remember being in high school, people would say that stuff all the time. I'm focusing on me now. And then the next week, it's time for a boyfriend. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I've had some fun dating stories. I've had some interesting dating stories. And I have some dating stories I'm probably just not going to tell on here, just because I don't really know who listens to all of this. And there could be an ex-gal out there maybe listening in, so I don't want to stir the pot any. So if you're listening, howdy, you're not missed. But anyway, here we go. One of my favorite dating stories I had, I think, this is just a very playful one. It's nothing crazy. I went on a date with this girl, and I was in high school, so I was very, very nervous. I was young, and it's not even really dating yet. You're just kind of putting your foot in the door of building relationships and starting to see people. And we went to a restaurant, and I thought I was going to be a big dog and order a bison burger. I mean, bison burgers are tremendous, but the price tag attached to them is not so tremendous. So I order a bison burger, and we get to talking, and we're having a good date. And it was a good date, to the point, which you're about to find out, where we weren't really even eating the food because we're just so busy talking. And anyway, date finishes. The waiter comes over and goes, hey, could we box the food up for you? That would be great. We keep chatting. We're still going. And we leave the restaurant, jump in the car, and we're driving away. And then I realize I left the bison burger on the table. I left this bison burger on the table, and this was like a $40-something burger. I was livid. I was livid. It is against my constitution to waste burgers, let alone a bison burger. So I was not overly thrilled about that. But yeah, that shortly fizzled out after, and I didn't have a burger or a lady. So that's okay. That's okay. We keep slinging. But yeah, that was definitely one of the more playful ones. But it's just something dating is something that plagues us all in one way or the other. Maybe you're not so much into the dating world of stuff yourself. That's fine. That's cool. Do what you got to do. But I mean, adjacently, your friends have relationships, or I don't know. We all have that one friend. We don't see them very often, and we go to a social event and they've brought their new boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, and the person is insane. And you just feel like you can't tell them because they're so excited about it. They're still in that honeymoon phase. And then, yeah, it's just the weirdest few months. And then you hope, I mean, this is going to make me sound like a horrible person. You hope that they break up. But sometimes they don't. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, dating is such a weird thing. Like, I probably went on my first date. If I had to guess, like, I don't know. It's hard to, like, really decide what counts. Because, I mean, like, obviously in high school, you have your girlfriends, you're on these little dates, and you go to the mall together, and you act like you're the king of the town. But it's not really, I would say, till, like, after. I don't know when real dating begins, but yeah, there's been a lot of interesting stories and interesting times. One of the best dating stories I have isn't about myself, so I'm not going to say anybody's name. But maybe he's been on this podcast once or twice. And one time he went on a date, and the girl he was supposed to meet was kind of like a blind date. They hadn't met yet, but they'd just been talking. He shows up, and they just hang out for a little bit, and I guess she just wasn't, I don't know. I don't, you know what? I can't speak for, I don't know what the reasoning was. I wasn't really with them, so I don't know. But she, I guess, was uninterested. So she left. She told him she was going to the bathroom and went home. and she was gone. She just went home. And, yeah, I just think about that sometimes when I'm, feeling bad about something. Maybe I go on a date and it just wasn't a good little experience. And then I you get to feeling bad on yourself. Or you know what, maybe not even that it went bad, but you just always go, oh, I should have said this. I should have been funnier. I should have been wittier. I should have, whatever. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I just think of that. And I think, you know what? It's always worse. There's always somebody who's got it worse than I do. But yeah, maybe that's not the best moral message for the week, but hey, if it works, it helps. Folks, we're gonna do, it's gonna be a short one today. I'm gonna wrap it up. It's just a little 10-minute hoss chat this week. We have some cool guests coming up next week, and yeah, come see me out on the road. We're playing some dates before the new year now. Like I said, next I guess a week and some change now. December 10th, I'll be at the Ottawa Christmas Market. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Never played in Ottawa. I've been to Ottawa like one time, so that'll be kind of cool to go up there and play that. And then the week after, I will be at Rim Park, which is a place here in Waterloo. It's a venue. And we'll be hosting a little bit of a country Christmas with in support of the Food Bank of Waterloo Region. So where all the proceeds will go to them. You know what? We accept pay what you can donations, or a non-perishable food donation will be acceptable too. We want to have a good time, get everybody together. And it's kind of a way for me to be able to, thank some of the people that I've worked with throughout the year and just have a nice little night. And maybe raise some money while we do it. Who knows? Hopefully. No new music, nothing like that coming out yet, but keep your eyes peeled because there's some stuff coming. And you know what? I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you back here next week. And I promise you there will be a guest. You won't have to hear me give you an ear beating again for another 10 minutes. But have a good week, folks. Have a good weekend. Keep it together. Keep on chugging, and survive the snow. I'll see you soon.
Where to